What's up, everybody? This is a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening, and tonight we will be discussing life path number 11. Number 11 in numerology is a master number. In order to find out your life path number, you will need your date of birth. So you're going to need your birth day, your birth month, and your birth year. What you're going to do is you're going to total that up. It's going to come to a number. If it's a large number, you're going to reduce it down to its lowest form. So now if you have 55, for example, it's going to total up to 10. You're going to reduce it down to 1, and that will be your life path number, just for an example. But now with the master numbers are 11, 33, 22, and 44. I believe it is 44. So those are the master numbers. So you would not have to reduce it down to its lowest form, because that would be your number. However, with the master numbers, especially, whatever it does double up and total out to be. For example, 11 is really 2. 22 is really 4. 33 is really 6. So you're going to still feel those vibrations from those numbers, okay? But you're going to definitely have mastery in the digit numbers that do appear. So now, let's jump into this. Life path number 11. Okay, so the 11th house in the natal birth chart is very much linked to Aquarius. Aquarius rules over the 11th house in the natal birth chart. The 11th house has to do with friendships, co-workers, and just being able to network in that area, in that field, being very sociable in those areas. That's going to be the area where you're going to make your debut out into society. Okay, so now life path number 11 is the ruler. Its ruler is very much connected to Neptune. Okay, and we know that Neptune rules over the 12th house in the natal birth chart. The 12th house has to do with spirituality. It does bring to the table a fog of haziness, uncertainty, and not being quite sure. However, Neptune is also about chaotic situations. It has to do with self-deception and being deceived also. Please keep that in mind. So this life path number, master number 11, is my homeboy's placement. So I am doing this one tonight. Hope you listening. Check this video out. This one is for you and everybody else out in the world, whoever has life path 11. It is a master number. Moving forward into the life path master number 11. These men and women are very much a spiritual messenger. Okay, they really possess great, enormous strength within inside them. They have a difficult time in life, really trying to figure out what their purpose is in this world. They can really search for answers. They can look towards people for the same exact answers, but yet and still they search for them. And these answers are very much deep rooted inside of them. These men and women can struggle with being alone and feeling like they need to be with somebody. This can be a major struggle for these men and women. At times they feel like they want their alone time. At times they feel like they want to be close with somebody on an intimate bond. It can also be at times they want to be alone, and sometimes they want to be sociable and get involved in social activities. But this is a struggle for them. In this lifetime, these men and women are going to have to master their energy. Okay, they have a powerful presence out into the world. People do look at them in a certain way, in a certain light. Okay, they can be recognized for great works. These men and women have an aura to them that's like they are a work of art. And these men and women might not even be aware of it and might not even recognize that people are actually looking at them in this way. It's something about them. These men and women are very much rare and like hard to come by. Okay, it's not your average Joe, it's not your average person just walking around in this world. These people hold in them great abilities, enormous gifts. These people can be highly psychic, very much intuitive, and they have strong intuition on things that are going on in this world. They know how to pick up people's vibes in a room. They know how to pick up the vibe out in the world. They know when shit is off. They know when things is okay. They know shit. These men and women will struggle with many ups and downs, highs and lows in their life. Okay, the universe is definitely going to test them in this area, especially with being alone, especially with wanting to do activities. Okay, but what the universe is going to push and pull them towards is something that they're very much not used to, and it's hard for them to really fully get equipped and get used to. But the universe is going to push them and have them be more drawn to being prone to going out there in the world and getting out of their comfort zone of being alone and pushing them in the arena of networking, okay? Being on the internet, going out into the world, speaking their truth, whatever their truth is. Okay, these men and women can very much be drawn to being religious. They can be spiritual leaders. These men and women are here and are born to be natural born leaders, okay? In their past life, they have done some great deeds, okay? And they came into this life with the contract to really better somebody else's life, speak truth into somebody's world, and heal somebody's soul down to the core. Okay, so in their past life, they definitely had a lot of knowledge, had a lot of information, and was very wise. But this life has given them an opportunity to speak out that truth out into the world, not keep all that knowledge to themselves, but express it to somebody else that really needs to hear it. Also, these men and women, they are extremely intuitive. They're very innovative, very creative. These are the type of men and women that you can see that have amazing ideas. They can invent something into this world that you have never seen, and you would just think it was absolutely unbelievable that they even came up with this idea, this thought, okay, to really just push this out into the world. Because the things that they can push out into the world, people can really use them, okay? They can really utilize this in a great way, whether it's just an invention or whether it has to do with just the knowledge that they have out their minds, okay? These are the type of men and women that can definitely speak life and death into situations, whether you're aware of this or not. But this can definitely go on and take place in your life, okay? They know how to manifest things into their world, okay? Now, let's discuss what are their blessings and what are their lessons. So now these men and women, their blessings are very much being highly psychic and highly innovative, okay? They can draw fame, and these men and women can be very famous in this lifetime, all right? The universe has given them a platform to take full advantage of. And in today's world, we do live in the age of Aquarius now. So it is no longer the age of Neptune, where everything was a fog of haziness, where everything was diluted and everything was distorted. Okay, now we're in the age of Aquarius. We're in the age of enlightenment. We're in the age of receiving information, the truth, not the fake shit, the real shit. And because of this, these men and women can be extremely famous, okay, for just being their true authentic self, just being who they are every single day. People would just love them, respect them, and acknowledge them for who the fuck they are. Also, their blessings is also lonely, being lonely, okay, and revelation. Now, as far as being lonely, these men and women can do very well being alone, even though they do have a fear of being alone. What they have to do is balance out that energy. Okay? So when they feel like they're getting too much alone time, what they need to do is just be more sociable. And this is how you balance that out. Okay? But with these men and women, they find it very hard with people to really know if they're really ready for them or not. Okay, they know how to decipher in that way who's really ready for the information and who's not ready for the information, who's ready for the war and who's not ready for the war. These men and women know because they're psychic. They have a strong intuition into shit you don't know. They come from another realm. Okay, even though they're in this physical world, every single day their minds drift off into a different dimension. So now they are now on a higher octane, okay, where they can see underneath the surface of things. Yeah, this is what it is. This is what it is with this. These men and women are very much magical and mystical, okay? Life path number 11 is a mystical number. If you didn't know, it's a mystical number and it is ruled by Neptune. Okay? Neptune has to do with spirituality. So these men and women are going to be able to explore out in the world and fully be able to grasp and understand this world, the spiritual world, the underworld, and the psychic realm. This is their purpose in life. This is what they're here to do. Okay, they can be very much drawn to numerology, astrology, the occult, things that are being kept hidden. Okay, these men and women want to bring the truth out to the world. They want to bring it out, but they have to bring it out in order to really be in their full purpose on why they're here. It's not for them to accumulate all this wise knowledge to keep it for themselves. Okay, the universe is going to push them to do it. And now in this new age, definitely they have a full-blown opportunity and platform to speak this out to whoever wants to listen. Okay, and they can gain great wealth and become famous. They can gain fame behind it. And they don't even know it. But you know it today. Also with this placement, they can be very much aware of other people's feelings and emotions, people's hidden agendas, and their malicious intent. Okay, they are very psychic, okay, and they have a master vibration in their soul, in their mind, in their heart. Their whole fucking aura is mastery, okay. Also with this placement, these men and women can very much really be confused on the road they should take and what path they should truly be on. But what their path is really all about is speaking the word. Whatever that word is and whatever rings truth to them in their soul is what their purpose is. So it's not limited to just astrology. It's not limited to just numerology or being a pastor or a preacher. Whatever they believe in is what their purpose is to speak out into the world. These men and women are very much future seeking men and women, okay? Highly creative men and women, very innovative, okay? Now, as far as fame goes, because they could be very famous. They can be the type of people that you see on TV, the movie stars, the rappers and the singers, the public speakers. These men and women can do this. All right. But now, what they have to keep in mind and what they need to be cautious about is to surround yourself around positive energy and not negative energy. Okay. If they come into fame, they have to remain solid. They have to remain their true self. They cannot do things that's going to jeopardize their integrity. Okay. So if they gain fame, they cannot do malicious acts and be evil or be cruel to people. They would have to remain solid, okay, pure, not resorting to doing those things. Because if you do, you are moving on your lower vibration and you will be moving from your lower frequency. Okay, but now when these men and women are on their highest vibration, their highest frequency, they would not resort to doing that. Okay, also with this placement, these men and women, they have extreme spiritual knowledge. Okay, very much insightful, and they know how to get in touch with the higher power, the higher ground, the all of all. Okay, the alpha omega. They know how to do this very well. All right, they have to always know to remain true to their self, remain true to their soul, remain true to who they are. Always remember that. They also have a strong need and they always have a strong need and desire to be able to discern and decipher what is going on around them, what is taking place around them, okay? So they're very much fully equipped to know who needs what, okay? If they need it now or if they don't. If they should live it. I'm messing it up. If they should lend a helping hand or not. These men and women know how to do this very well, okay? They can just be a little confused at times, but they know it in their minds. Now, when they were children, these men and women could have very well not decided to dive completely deep into the religion that they were brought up into. All right, or if they did not grow up in a religious home and it was spiritual, okay, they didn't feel like they wanted to dive deep. They could have liked it and enjoyed it in some point in their life, but fully diving completely deep, these men and women didn't want to do that. They wanted to explore life for themselves. They could have had a parent or somebody around them that was very much involved into this, okay? Now, if they were not into religion or brought up in religion, it would be the complete opposite, where they were not even into it at all, but they might have had people placed around them that were religious, okay? So they're going to have this surrounded by them in some kind of way, all right? Also, with this placement, men and women, they do need to learn how to say no to people when they know that they shouldn't do something. Or if they get that inclination that something is off, something's not quite right, they need to be able to stand up and say no flat out, period. The answer is fucking no. They need to be able to know how to do it, all right? They can struggle with that no word. Learn how to say it. That's it. But these men and women are here to be leaders. Okay, they can definitely pave the way for people out in this world to be better men and women, be better children, be better partners, be better managers, workers, whatever the case may be. They have these abilities to be able to speak life and death into things. So they would definitely have a large following. Okay, people would flock right to them. Right off the rip. Okay. Now, a good platform for these men and women could definitely be anything that's on the internet. Okay. YouTube can definitely be something for them, even if it was Instagram, Facebook, etc., etc. Um, they might just want to go out there and just physically go out into the world and just start talking to people, being more sociable. They can also do that too. Okay, it's not limited. Now with their colors are white, blue, and silver, and their metal is very much platinum. Okay, so these men and women do have a old soul, okay? Very much traditional in their minds. They look at things in that kind of way. Old school feel. This is how these men and women feel. This is how they move, all right? They could not like change, okay? But this is exactly what they need. They need change in their life to push them and gear them towards their destiny, what they are set out to do. It's not about doing the shit that you're comfortable with doing day to day or how you've been doing it. You need to step out there and explore and expand, get that feel, get that weight underneath your arms, get your wings so you can fucking fly. Okay? That's what this is about. Also with displacement, okay, these men and women can be in a world that is very much out of this world, okay, and it can bring magic and revelation to their world and this physical world that we live in. So now the fields that they would do excellent in is being psychics, shamans, musicians, astrologers, psychologists, energy workers, healers, okay? These men and women are here to heal somebody's soul to the core. They're here to reach out to the world. It's not just the youth. It's not just the old. It's not the teens. It's everybody. Everybody needs to hear their truth, what they have to say, what they need to bring out, what they want to pour out so deeply. This is what is asked of them by the universe, okay? They are very much powerful messengers that hold in them great light, and they're here to change society. So I'm going to leave this on this note for now. In future videos to come, I will go into more depth into this. It's so much more to cover. Please be sure to check out my online store. It is Grimy Gear at www.grimygear.com. If you need my husband to do any work to your home, swimming pool, or business, he got you. His business is Steve's Handy Helpers, and you can hit him up at aronnesbitt90@gmail.com. If you need a caterer, be sure to hit me up at supremeroyalcatering@gmail.com. If you need me to break down and analyze your birth chart, it will be $70. If you need me to do a synastry chart, I am fucking up today. If you need me to do a synastry chart, compatibility chart, or a composite chart, it will be $90. So this has been a Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all, and I will see you on the next one.